really excited to talk about today's video because I took an online makeup course. When the Online Makeup Academy reached out to me and asked me if I'd like to enroll in their course and do a review like this for you guys, I was all over it. Make no mistake, I am no makeup expert by any stretch of the means. In fact, I find makeup intimidating. I've actually never been great at doing my own makeup, no matter how many online makeup tutorials I watch and YouTube videos of how easy it is to get these fabulous makeup looks. I can just never replicate it. So I was very interested to see if actually enrolling in an online makeup academy that teaches people across the world, there's actually no age requirement to enroll in these courses, and the instructors are accredited professional makeup artists in their own right who have extensive experience and knowledge and expertise of actually working in the makeup industry. So I wanted to know if all of that was gonna make a difference for me. So I was very interested to see if enrolling in an online makeup academy would actually be beneficial, because would they actually be able to teach the same way and to the same level of effectiveness as an in-person or face-to-face kind of course would? Could they really teach what I needed to know in a virtual environment? And I'm going to explain my thoughts on that point precisely in this video. I have taken a lot of academic courses online. In fact, I've even taught them. So I'm very familiar with virtual learning environments, online learning management systems, teaching methodologies, pedagogical practices, and technologies. So I feel like I could actually come at this from my own expertise and experience with a really good sense of if this was a good way to learn. Just so you know, the Online Makeup Academy actually has a brick and mortar school that's based out of New York City. So if you live in the area, you can attend these courses in a face-to-face format. Regardless of whether I live next door to the school, I would actually prefer an online learning environment just because of my busy lifestyle. Asynchronous learning like this allows me to engage in the learning process when it's suitable for me. So that could be around my work requirements, around family demands, really whenever I had the time to be able to focus. Many people are able to complete this course between 2 and 6 weeks, but some take months. I actually have been working on the course for a couple of months, and that's because I have a very busy lifestyle. But I love that I can go and pick up the courses wherever I've left off and dedicate any amount of time that I deem necessary at that moment. Online allows me to work at my own pace, and it just is really well suited to my lifestyle. Once you've successfully completed all the requirements for the course, you'll receive your OMACA approved certificate of completion. And once you have that OMACA certification, you're eligible to receive pro discount cards, which can really help when you're starting to build your kit. I should say that this course is actually targeted to professional makeup artists. That is not my aspiration to become a professional makeup artist. I was coming at this from a little bit of a different perspective. I want to have a great looking natural makeup on an everyday use, of course, but I really wanted to up my game in terms of my professional looking makeup when I'm filming YouTube videos. I do work for brands. I have a TikTok and IG account that I post regularly on. So when I'm doing that kind of stuff, I want to be able to have great makeup looks. And I'm happy to say I think I really achieved that goal throughout this course. So not only is this applicable for aspiring makeup artists who want this to be part of their career, it's really beneficial for people like me who are just looking to really get better at doing makeup on themselves. Back to the pro discount card, they will really help build your makeup kit because, of course, as a makeup artist, you have to have a lot of product and a lot of variable things in your kit to work professionally. So these cards will give you significant discounts to many brands, including Stila, Smashbox, MAC, there are many. And all of that information is made available to you throughout the course. The Online Makeup Academy will really teach you how to become a professional makeup artist. They talk about how to start your own business, and a lot of the details maybe were irrelevant for me from that point of view, but I still found really fascinating. There are a number of makeup classes and courses that you can choose from. I took the Makeup Master program, which I think was really beneficial for where I was as kind of a newbie to all of this, but I know it does go into a lot of more complicated techniques. And when we got to those, for someone like me, I really needed to practice over and over again to get it right, whereas I'm sure people people that have a better makeup background than I did would learn these techniques probably more quickly than I did and able to apply it more quickly. So I think it has a really good breadth and scope of the program that's applicable for really newbies to makeup to advanced makeup artists as well. But there is also an advanced makeup course too. And depending on the course you take, you actually get a professional makeup kit as part of your enrollment in that course. And how cool is this? A special FX makeup course that's well beyond my scope of really, other than dressing up for Halloween, ever being able to do anything like this. But it looks really interesting. I think for those of you who are interested in that part of the business would find it fascinating. And there's a pro hairstyling course that honestly, if my hair were a little bit longer and I had more time, I'd be really thinking about that one too. So there's quite an offering of courses, something really for everyone. And as you can see, really building upon the skills and expertise for those who want to be in the makeup artist industry. And while I've only gone through one of the courses, I can say based on my own experience, if the other courses were structured and delivered similar to the Makeup Master program, I'm sure they're fabulous. The whole process was very easy to start. Once you're registered, you receive an email that gives you a beginner tutorial to watch and an introduction to the course and what's expected of you. Now, I've interacted with many online courses, but I just found this very user-friendly. It was very easy to navigate and very straightforward. I should also mention you have a lifetime access to the course. This is so incredibly important because so many of the details and techniques that you've learned throughout the course you may not be applying on a daily basis. So in my case, really nailing down the natural makeup look was really important for me and something I will apply nearly daily in my life. However, learning about how to do a smoky eye or more of a glam look, unfortunately my life is not full of red carpet events or places where I need to be glam. But on the rare occasion that I do, I can actually go back to that course and do the makeup application side by side with the instructor-led tutorial again. That to me is really, really helpful to be able to do. And I have to say, one of the first times when I was really focusing on my eyes, I was doing exactly what the instructor was doing side by side. I was really happy with my final result. And then the next morning, I'm like, right, let's do that look again. It looked so good yesterday. And of course, when I went to do it, I was like, oh, did I do this next? No, I think it was this one, or was it this brush? Anyway, I could easily pull up the course again and just review it in real time. As you can see, the sun's coming out. It's a good way for you to look at my makeup application in really good lighting. Okay, that's better. When you get into the learning management system, you can see your modules easily laid out in front of you, and you can actually see how much time is required for each one. So if you only had 20 minutes to be able to spend on your course, you'd be able to see how much you could cover within that time frame. I had a variety of instructors throughout my course, which was great to get different perspectives and different ways of doing things. Everybody does their technique differently, so I really appreciated seeing some of the same things from different people just to sort of pull together what made the most sense for me. As I mentioned already, this course is really preparing you to be a professional makeup artist. So there are a lot of great modules on preparing your kit, dealing with clients, and I love that they go over a variety of client types that have diverse skin tones, types, textures. Of course, aging skin, you can bet I was paying close attention to that one. But it really was about applying makeup on real skin. Even had a complete skincare section. Thankfully, I passed that one. I would have been really worried if I hadn't. And as I would call myself a newbie to makeup application, I really appreciated that they took the time to kind of break down the steps of the application and the technique. But perhaps most importantly, as they were doing so, they were explaining why. So that you really understand what the reasoning is behind these techniques. How to make sure your makeup isn't caking in your fine lines and wrinkles, how to prevent fallout from the shadow, the best eye makeup for your eye shape. Like, these were all things that were very new to me. Not only that, they actually showed mistakes, themselves making mistakes, and then how they fix them. This was really important for me because of course I make lots of mistakes when I'm doing my makeup. But one of the best things about it being an online course is that you could watch something, pause it, try it, go back, rewind. If you needed more clarification, watch it again. I did that often where I was watching something and thinking I really understood it, but then when I went to try it on my own eyes, it just wasn't looking the same as they did there. And I would love to hear from someone who's attended the course in real life How do they do that when it's not virtual? I think it's a real advantage for the virtual classroom that I really took advantage of. So practice, 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 which is of course an essential golden rule for any learning experience. And I think it really got me excited to kind of go out of my comfort zone and try some makeup application and techniques that I am not comfortable doing. Fake eyelashes, I'm talking about you. Now, of course, an online academy would not be an academy without homework. Yes, there's homework to be done, but it has to. You have to show and apply what you've learned in real time. And in order to grow and improve, you need feedback on what you've done. And I think that was the best part of the course for me, to be honest, because I could think I'm doing a fabulous job and they could be like, yeah, no. But seriously, getting feedback from the instructors on what you did really well and what you could do to improve on next time, I think was really, really valuable information. Sun's back. I submitted work on myself because I'm interested in really for my own socials, but for those of you who are really interested in becoming a professional makeup artist, you should be practicing and submitting examples on other people, family and friends, because of course it's very different to apply makeup on yourself versus applying it on other people. And your homework assignments are really well laid out in terms of what the expectations are, what images you need to upload using your phone or a professional camera, but the lighting is really essential so that they can really see your work and see how you've completed the tasks. It was really easy to fill out the corresponding form, upload your images, and then receive a video feedback from your instructor. I think the video feedback was really important because you kind of got to see and hear more of the intonation in their voice rather than just receiving a written feedback. So it really kind of replicated being in a brick and mortar school. All the instructors are based out in New York City and are associated with the in-person school. The school's mission is really realized, I think, in these feedback sessions because it's really focused on their goal to nurture aspiring artists and show students that they can just stand out as a professional makeup artist. You must receive all your video feedbacks, complete all your assignments, and complete the final exam in order to receive your certificate of completion. I learned a lot in this course. And although I don't plan on becoming a professional makeup artist, I am thrilled with how much more confident I am with my makeup application now. I think it's much more professional looking and I think it translates better both in person and on camera, which is precisely what I was looking for. I will link all the information below about the course. There are financial options depending if you want to pay for the entire thing up front or you want to pay in installments. There's lots of options available to you. And the Online Makeup Academy gave me a $100 discount code that you can use as well. Thank you so much to the Online Makeup Academy for this collaboration. I think they are single-handedly responsible for my new outlook on makeup and how confident I am in my application and makeup techniques. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment box below and I would love to hear your perspective on this, and I hope you have a fabulous day.